Well, hello internet, welcome to my channel. Today we'll be learning how to create a geological map just like this one as shown in the picture. So to get started, we first need to download some data, and don't worry because it's all freely available. So first let's go to google.com and then find it. We can search for Geological Map USGS and click the link where it says World Geologic Maps, and the URL should be searchmapper.cr.usgs.gov. So let's go to the link. Now you'll get to this page. After that, you can simply, as you can see here, we have the data for Afghanistan, Africa, Arabian Peninsula, Arctic, Asia Pacific, and others as well. But today we'll be preparing the geological map of Nepal. So let's scroll down and find our region. It's in South Asia. Let's go to Data and Science Base, click it, and here you can see other information about the map. Here you'll find especially two files, shapefile of Geo8 ALG and another one is APG. So since we want the polygon one, so this is the one with polygon PG. Simply download this zip file, click on it, and you can download it somewhere. Select your location wherever you want to download. I've created a folder called Geological Map, and that's where I'm downloading it. Okay, now there we go. Now it's downloaded and it's ready. So let's open our ArcGIS Pro, or you can use ArcMap if that's what you want. In this tutorial, we'll be covering how to do it with ArcGIS Pro. Now simply create a new project, a map. Now we'll browse to the place where we want to save our project. I'll be saving in my location. Let me browse to that place first. Okay, I'm in my folder where I want to save my file, save the project, and let's click OK. In my case, I don't really want to create a folder, so you can uncheck, or if you want another folder to be created, then you can always check it. Let's save it using the name Geological Map, and let's press OK. This will create a project real quick. Now we'll be adding the data. After the project is created, let's just wait for a moment. Let's go to let's go to Map and click Add Data. Now let's find our data. Where did we download it? In my case, okay, let me find where my data is. Okay, let me browse there, then I'll show you. Well, in my case, it's right here, but it's not showing because we have not extracted our zip file. So let's extract the zip file first. You can use the default Windows extracting method, or you can use WinRAR or other methods as well. Okay, so that's where my file is. Let's open the shape file. Here you can see the shape file. It's overlaid with a world topographical map. It's showing here because we have enabled this topographical map and world hillshade. For this moment, let me just turn it off. Today we'll be preparing for Nepal. So we need something to clip the map of Nepal. How can we do that? For that we need to add another layer for Nepal. Let me show you real quick how to download that data. You can simply Google Diva GIS. Oh, I'm sorry. Just go to all and go to let's just go to home, and then from here let's click on spatial data. We also provide free spatial data. Now select country, Nepal. Oops. Okay, Nepal. And subject is administrative area because that's what we need. The download is ready. Just click it and download it to the same location. And then don't forget to unzip it, because only then we can get the files of that get the files to load in the GIS. Now let's add it just like we added the geological map. Let's browse it up, refresh this. There we see Nepal admin. We just need the outline, then it's in admin 0, or if you need the one with provinces, then it's 1. And the deeper we go, the higher number we go, the deeper we get the administrative boundary. So we just need the Nepal's boundary. So we got that. Now let's see let's explore this data that we have. First, let's see the properties and see in the source spatial reference. Let's see what geographical coordinate system it has. Okay, it's WGS 1984. That's what it is, right? Now, and we don't see any projected system, so this geographical coordinate system. It's not projected yet. Let's make sure what spatial reference system it is in. Okay, it's good that we have both of them in the same coordinate system. If they were indifferent, then we will be converting one to the other so that both are in the same geographic coordinate system, or if they are projected, then in the same projected coordinate system. Now since we have them here, now let's just clip the data so that we can get only for Nepal. For that, you can simply go to analysis and click tools. Then we'll have the GIS processing tools open. Here we will use the so to get the file, we'll be using intersect tool. Intersect, as you can see, what does intersect tool do? It computes the geometric intersection of the input features that overlap. So let's dive deep into this and we'll see more. The input feature, what do we want to intersect? We want to intersect the Nepal admin boundary with another feature. So now another field is the geological polygon map. That's what we have. And what are we going to name it? Let's simply name it NPL Geo, right? Yeah, that sounds more appropriate. Okay, then let's run it. Our file is ready. As you can see, now we have the geological map of Nepal here. What are we going to do next? Let's explore the attribute tables first. If you right click here and open attribute table, then you can find it here. We see there are many fields that are not really important. What we really need is the GLG field. So what does these symbols mean of the GLG field? To find that out, we can see that from the previous from here. If we check into the here, if we click the entire publication in the WGS website, then we can see some publications here. Let's see the report, and we can find more what those symbols mean. If you scroll down to the last page, we can see the geological map of the whole South Asia, and here in the explanation we can see what those symbols mean. If you look into it, there we can see like TI means tertiary igneous rock, and there are other rocks as well. JTR means Jurassic and Triassic rocks. So these rocks are of that period of time, and H2O means water. Okay, so that will be useful for legend as well as understanding what these symbols mean. But if you see the attribute table, if you look closely into it, there are parts of the same type of rock, same type of geology in different places. What if we could merge them, make them one? So for that we'll be using a tool called Dissolve tool. Let's go to tools and search for Dissolve. This is a very useful tool, as it will also help us to eliminate unnecessary attribute tables as well. So we're working with NPL Geo, and we'll be dissolving. That's okay. Oh, we're not going to use just the selected row, so maybe spin it first. Okay, maybe let's remove or clear the selection. And which fields do we want to dissolve? We want to perform our dissolve operation in the what field was it? Do you remember? It's called GLG, right? Geology, GLG. You can type it here, or instead, if you like, from the drop down, you can just click that one, and that should be it. Let's just run it, and it should work. Let's turn this off and see the dissolve. Let's look at its attribute table. There we go. There we have all the geological things. They are dissolved to one multi polygon. So now it's ready to map. We could have mapped it without dissolving, but this way we will have the attributes together. Let me just close it. Okay, let's zoom to layer. So how do we map it? Let me just remove all the selection, clear selection. To represent, we can show by in Symbology. We need to go to Symbology. Okay, Symbology, and let's go to unique values. Symbolize your layer by category and unique values. Each field having unique values we want to represent by different color. So make sure it's GLG, and color scheme you can choose any one you want. Then here you have a button called add all values. This will add all the values there. There we go, we have it. If you want to change the geology colors, then you can always change that, but in my case I think it's okay. To change the color, you can always click on the color and choose different color if that's what you want. Otherwise it's fine as well. Okay, then that's what we have, and since we don't have all other values, we can just turn it off. Now in the next part will be we will be discussing about how to perform a layout, how to make a layout of the map. Until then, let's save the project. You can use this button or Control S to save the project so that we don't lose all of our hard work. So how do we create a layout in ArcGIS Pro? It's simple. Just go to Insert, New Layout. Which size do you want? I like to use the ISO Landscape A4. Let's simply do that. Okay. Now we have a layout page ready to be created. Let's simply add a map frame. So we'll be using the default extent, or we can use the map with the map at the map that's open in the map field. So that's how you can insert the map. Maybe increase this, right? Yeah, looks kind of okay. But we have something more to insert here. How do we do that? For that, let's make it a bit bigger, okay? And this should help us to. This will allow us to insert the title as well. We'll be inserting the title above. Let's put it outside the box. How do we insert the title? It's simple. Simply go to the text and click here, straight text. It's just as easy as that. And what text do we want to insert? It's the Geological Map of Nepal. That's the one, right? Let's enter it. With ArcGIS Pro, you also have these guidelines that help you center, align these elements. So use that as well. Okay, yeah. Let's customize it. Let's make it a bit smaller. Center align it. Okay, perfect. Now we would also like to insert north arrow, right? What kind of arrow do you want? Let's choose something very simple, like this one, right? Okay, good. Then next we might also want to insert some legend, right? That's kind of the whole point of understanding the map. How do we do that? It's very simple. Just click here and just choose one of the legend, and where we want to put our legend, let's delineate its boundary. Maybe we can make it bigger. It's good, looking good, but we don't want these titles, right? So just double click it and you'll get some extra options for legend, how to customize it. If you go to show properties, let me just close this now. If we go to properties, show properties, then we can see the properties of this legend. We don't need the layer name, right? So let's turn it off. Headings, not needed. Label or layer name, well, we need that, right? That's how we can do that. But about headings, I think we need the heading, but instead of calling it GLG, let's change its name. Yeah, if you click here and press F2, let's just simply call it Geology. Maybe looks fine, doesn't it? What if you want to put the legend, the title towards the left? I think that'll look good. It's quite simple actually. Simply go to text symbol, scroll down until you see position. Yeah, so let's expand it and press the left align and apply it. Then this should work, right? Legend, text symbol, and position should be left, and then we apply. Oh yeah, now it's working. So that's how we have customized the legend as well. Let's also insert a scale bar. Let's go with something very simple. Yeah, maybe this one. To customize it, double click it, then how do we want it to appear, right? Let's first change maybe the scale, right? So how much do we want it? Because this is not working, right? How about 1 by 400,000, right? What do you think? That look good? $400,000. Okay, that's fine actually. If you want to move this, then you'll have to activate it first. So you can click activate, and then you can move the map wherever you want. Let's move it there, a little up, and then if you press Q in your keyboard, then this will deactivate it. We might want our scale in kilometers, so let's change the map units to kilometers, and let's just call it km. That's good. Now division value, how much do we want, right? 2 divisions or more if you want, but in our case I think this should be fine. Let's show another division before 0. Yeah, this looks good. What if we want to insert some dynamic text, such as the spatial reference? Simply click it, and oops, it's too big. You can simply press Ctrl Z to undo. Let's create a smaller one. If you're not happy with the text size, you can also change the text size from here, or you can change it by using the resize handles as well. I think it's too big compared to everything else, so let's make it smaller. Spatial reference. The legend, let's make it bigger. Yeah, that should work, right? Now last but not the least, we will be exporting the map, the final prepared map. If you want to make any adjustments, feel free to do so, but for now let's export it for demonstration purpose. So simply go to now you're in Insert tab, right? Simply go to the Share tab and click the Export Layout, or you can simply click this button, then this dialog box will appear. How do you want to save it? Save it as a PDF or maybe JPEG. Let's try JPEG for now, and you can choose the place where you want to save it. And default, the project location will be chosen. Then you can choose the quality. How much DPI do you want? I think 300 is too much, so I think 150 should be fine as well, or you can leave it to 300. Does not really matter. So it depends on your purpose of the map. Then let's save it, or let's export it. Click Export, and there you have it. Just view exported file, or you can show in folder and then open it as well. There we go. We have the geological map of Nepal. It's that easy. Thank you everyone for watching the video.